All right, I'm here. Hi, how are you? Good morning. Sorry, still haven't got anyone on the other side, but how are you ladies today? Good? You don't need the mask for class, so if during the class you can remove it. I just have to have this one. There we go. Someone logging in now. I have to tell you the first time I grabbed this, I was expecting something really heavy. So I went like, oh, then it was okay. All right. Hi, Emma.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
good, thanks.
1 minute. Sorry, Emma. It was taking a little bit longer to log in.
That's all right.
All right. Let's get started. Won't have to you, but it's a little bit more comfortable. All right. Let's. Can you see me, Emma?
Yep.
This is the technology half in present. All right. Let's take a long deep breath in. And breathe out slowly and just hold the time. And down. Let's do a couple of stretches before we actually get into the ab workout. Otherwise, we're like the bodies are not awake yet. So take a long deep breath in, and as you breathe out, try to bring your arms as far back as possible, opening up your chest and lifting your chin up. Long deep breaths. Good. And close. If you can, hands together, interlock the fingers, palms forward, chin down to your chest. These are always simple stretches we should do every morning. And breathe in, arms up and down again. Let's just do a couple of shoulder rolls up and down, up and back. Good. Inhale up, exhale down and back. Inhale up. Go at your own pace. You don't need to go too fast or too slow. It's up to you. So try to follow your natural breathing pace if possible. Good. Excellent. All right, bring your right hand down to the floor and left arm over your head. Lengthen your arm as much as possible. Feel that stretch coming from your hips down here all the way up to your shoulder. Excellent. Straighten your back, hand down and to the other side. Lengthen your arm, stretch it out. Let's just do one more time on each side. Right hand down. Try to bring your elbow just a little bit closer to the floor. Excellent. And arm over. Perfect. And down to the other side. If you can, elbow just a bit closer to the floor. Excellent. Straighten your back. Roll your shoulders up and back. Loosen up. Make sure there's no tension on your neck, as we will need to keep in mind that any movement that we do with the arms up, we try to keep the shoulders down. Yeah, so open your chest as much as possible. Straighten your arms up. Good. Excellent. And then let's just lower the body down to one side. Control the movement so you don't lose your balance. And then up again. So breathe out, lower your arms, and inhale, come back up. Exhale down, and inhale back up. Exhale down, and inhale up. And just two more. Exhale down, inhale back up, and exhale down, and back up. And arms down. You might feel like you start getting a little bit warm, yeah? So once we start activating the core, that's what happens. Loosen up your arms to the side, and let's just rotate. First, we start just loosening up, like literally, you're loosening up your shoulders and your back and your spine. Good. And now we're going to make it in a bit more of a conscious way. So let's turn the chest towards the right side and try to hold it there. Pulse it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and release. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Good. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen your back at all times. Good. Excellent. Perfect. Keep going. We're doing threes. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. One more on each side. And 1, 2, 3. And the other side. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. This will help us doing the twists down a little bit later on. All right. When you feel ready, you can lay down on your back. We're like, oh, this is what we came for. All right. Make sure you can see me, or even if you have to move your mat in a bit of an angle, that would be perfect. So you can just see me from the side. From here, first thing we want to do is to really keep, let's think about your spine. So keep a neutral spine. That means natural curve on your lower back. And what we need to do is engage the pelvic floor and inner abs. So think about a T. Draw a line from one hip onto the other, and then from your pubic bone up to that line. And then let's try to squeeze it in. Draw the pubic bone up towards your belly button. But that doesn't mean we're pushing the lower back down to the floor. It's really just a conscious way of holding your pelvic floor and your lower abs. All right, from here, straighten both arms up. Fingers pointing up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. Lower your arms over your head. Keeping control of that T-zone, and your abs are engaged. And then bring it back up and down to the side of your hips. Palms down. So arms over your head, palms facing each other. And then arms down to the floor, palms facing down. So good, keep going. Excellent. Try to inhale as you bring the arms over. Exhale as you bring the arms back down to the side of your hips. Good. I know this feels really, really easy and really simple, but we're starting to activate your core. Excellent. So palms drawn to each other as you go over, and then as you come back, palms facing down. And now we're going to change it up just a little bit and make it a double pulse. So arms over your head, pulse, pulse, and arms forward, pulse, pulse. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Try to tuck your chin in a little bit more. Keep your T-zone nice and tight. And that doesn't mean pushing the lower back to the floor. You don't need to do that. You just need to be aware that you need to squeeze that area. Keep going, double pulse, and double pulse, and double pulse. Good. Perfect. Keep your arms on the side of your body. You can just relax your arms on the floor. Let's start with the feet hip width apart. We're going to straighten the right leg up. And when I say straighten, it's just lift the right leg up. If your knee is still slightly bent, it's totally fine. Let's start drawing really small circles in the air. So sweep your leg out to the right and then down and back up to the center. So it's just a tiny little circle. Now, what's most important here is that you keep your hip stability. So you're not wobbling side to side. Good. It's just a tiny little circle for now. Very good. Very good, everybody. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Don't forget the upper body and tuck your chin in. Good. 3 and 2 and 1. This is going to get a little bit harder just because it's harder to control your hip stability. So let's try to bring the leg a little bit further down and back into the center and lift. So inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower the leg. Exhale, lift it up again. Do it slowly and controlled. Again, you can go at your own pace, as you might feel the need to breathe a little bit faster or a little bit slower. Slower will be perfect too. Excellent. Yeah, very good. But Donna, when you feel ready, try to lower the leg just a little bit down, closer to the floor. That's it. Perfect. Good. Keep your hips stable. Yes. Perfect. Going, everybody. Just 2 more circles. Can you feel it working? A little bit? Good. All right, hold that leg up. We're gonna go through the third phase. And the third phase is still a circle, but we're gonna hold the leg a lot closer to the floor. So your leg is almost parallel to the floor. And from here, we're gonna draw the circle. So sweep your leg out and up and down. So it's a small circle, but it's just a little bit lower than before. And keep your lower abs engaged. Keep your T-zone nice and tight. Good. Let's go. The feeling that we have when we lower the leg like this is that it kind of like the leg feels a bit heavier this time. And also because it's warm. We've already done a lot of circles. Let's keep going with the circles. If you're not quite sure if you're wobbling your hips too much, bring your hands to your hip bones so you can just feel it. If you're moving side to side or not. Excellent. Just two more. And last one. Excellent. Bend your knee. Let's go back to where we started. If you feel any tension around your hips, just move your knee side to side gently, just to loosen up. I guess this is the busiest time, isn't it? For trains. All right, let's move on to the other leg. Straighten your left leg up again. If the knee slightly bent, it's totally fine. And let's go for small circles. So leg out to the side towards the left and bring it back in and up towards your chest. It's just a tiny little circle. Good. Keep your core engaged. Keep your shoulders down, shoulder blades together, and tuck your chin in. Good. Again, inhale on the way out. Exhale as you lift the leg back up. And this one is pretty easy. You don't feel much of a difference when you're going in a circle because the leg is not too low. Good. Perfect. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go straight into the bigger circle. So when you're ready, sweep your leg down towards the left, back to the center, and up towards your chest. Let's go. Excellent. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Perfect. Remember the hip stability, the most important thing. If you let go of your T-zone, you actually start wobbling and you lose all the exercise. If you feel any tension, feel free to stop at any stage and just have a little breathe. What can happen sometimes is that we put a lot of tension on the hip flexors and then they start burning a lot more than your abs. If that's the case, have a little break and then try to start again. Let's just do two big circles and we're done here. And out and up. Excellent. Last round, if you need a little rest, bend your knees, shake a little bit your legs. Last round, straighten your leg down, almost parallel to the floor, and let's go again. Tiny little circles. When you go for small circles, you can go a little bit faster, but that's up to you. So I don't want you to be breathing too fast to follow your leg. Try to do the other way around. Let the leg follow your breathing pace. Very good control, Donna. Good. That's it, Emma. Keep going. Just 3 more circles. 3 and 2 and 1. Excellent. Good. Bend your knees. Loosen up side to side. Moving your legs side to side. Just loosen up. Perfect. Are we warm now? Yes? All right, everybody. Let's go. Bring your hands to the back of your head. Now, when we do this, the elbows are out wide, but the shoulder blades are nice and tight together. So squeeze them in. Now we need to inhale, T-zone, exhale, lift the shoulders off the floor, rib to hip connection. and inhale back down. If possible, as you go back down, you're not really resting your head on the floor. You're just lowering your shoulders down. Let's go. Breathe out on the way up and in on the way down. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Tuck your chin in. Lift your shoulders as high up as possible. Staying in control. Good. So make sure that when you go up, sometimes what we do is we want to go a bit higher up. We want to crunch a little bit more. And we end up lifting the tailbone off the floor. We don't want that to happen. Keep your tailbone down. Good. Excellent. Very good control. Let's just aim for 5 more. Good. Breathe out on the way up. And 1 more. Excellent. Breathe for a second. Relax your arms. If you're feeling tension around the shoulders, just give your arms a little bit shake or just draw some circles with your elbows. That helps loosen up any tension around the shoulders. Good. Now from here, if you feel the need to still support your head, that's totally fine. If not, we're going to try to do pulses with the arms straight. So ideally, we would do this one. If you want to have a quick look, palms together. As you go up, tuck your chin in, lift your shoulders off the floor, pulse it down. 3, 2, 1, and back down. If this is too much for your neck, there's absolutely no problem. You go up, just count to 3, 1, 2, 3, and down. Yeah? So exaggerate a little bit the movement so you can understand the 3 pulses. Let's give it a go. Straighten your arms up. Let's start with the arms, and then if you feel like you need to support your head, you move on. And exhale up, pulse it 3 times, and down again. Arms up again, arms up again. So when you go down, arms up, and then when you come up, pulse it 3 times. Yes. Excellent. Perfect. That's it. Here we go. Good. Very good. Please don't hold your breath while you're up. Try to exhale when you're up, always. Very good. Very good. All right. Just a few more. And last one. Good. And relax your arms again. Let's move on to something a little bit more intense, just a little bit more intense. Feel free at any stage to bring your feet back down to the floor if you feel like it's too much. All right, for now, engage your T-zone, lift one leg up at a time, and we're moving our legs into a tabletop position. Good. Excellent. So in a tabletop position, you really want to push that lower back down to the floor, but still, we still want to have the tailbone on the floor. So don't try to lift your tailbone off the floor, okay? So tabletop position, let's go back to where we started. Hands behind your head. And let's just do, sometimes, if you don't hear me, if you can't hear me, let me know. Let's just do abdominal curls. So inhale, T-zone. Exhale, breathe out. Up and inhale down. And exhale up and inhale down. Good. Excellent. Again, you can go at your own pace. Try not to rush too much. Try to control the movement. Support your head. Good. Rest your head onto your hands. Very good. Excellent. Good. You can support your head if you want, Emma. Excellent. And just 3 more. and 2, and 1. Perfect. Hold your legs into the tabletop position if you're comfortable. If not, give them a little rest. Just give a bit of shake or bring your feet down to the floor. It's up to you. I just don't want you to feel like it's burning, especially if you're feeling it mostly on your hip flexors, on the top of your thighs. So if we're still comfortable, lower back down on the floor. We're going to inhale, T-zone, exhale, lift the shoulders off the floor, tuck your chin in, and now from here, alternating legs, just doing some toe taps. So if this is a little bit too much, feel free to lower your shoulders down and keep going just with the legs. Here we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2. If you can keep up with that pace, that would be excellent. Perfect. If you're a bit more advanced or you want a bit of a challenge, try to tap a little bit further away from you. Good. Excellent, everybody. Good. Have a little rest whenever you need. Perfect. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Shoulders down, feet on the floor. Breathe for a second. Good. How do we feel? Warm? Wait a minute. Emma, I swear there's people here next to me. Are we okay?
Yep.
Yes? Excellent. Excellent. All right. Let's go. Let's move on to the next one. Feel free. All right. We're going back into the same position. So tabletop, shoulders off the floor, chin tucked in. Feel free to go back to the toe taps if it's too much. If not, we're going to do leg extension, alternating legs. And we go exhale here. As you lower, inhale back up. Exhale and inhale. Let's give this one a go. So when you're ready, support your head. Lift your shoulders. Excellent. Let's go. Exhale, lower, and inhale back up. Perfect. Very good. Good. Don't need to rush. Try to keep those shoulders off the floor as much as possible. And push the lower back down to the floor. So no matter what happens, you really don't want to arch your lower back, especially when you're extending your leg. Keep going, just a few more. 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Shoulders down, knees to your chest, hands on your knees, just loose and up side to side. Excellent. All right, the next exercise, it's a love-hate relationship I have with this one. So you can start in a tabletop position. We're doing the hundreds. If you've done it before, you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to bring the arms, shoulders up, arms to the side, and we're going to be tapping the arms down, chin tucked in, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and push the lower back to the floor. Option 2, you can also straighten your legs up if you feel comfortable doing that. Otherwise, just stand on tabletop position. It's perfectly fine. The thing with this one is the breathing pace. So we're going to go inhale, counting 2 counts, and exhale 2 counts. So we go. Yeah, does it make sense? Yeah. All right, let's give this one a go. When you're ready, up, and here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's hard to start, but once you get it, yes, very good. Try to stay up. And if it becomes a little bit too hard, bend your knees and go back into tabletop. No problem at all. Good. Tucking your chin in, but keeping those shoulders together. I mean, shoulder blades together because your shoulders are away from your ears. Good. Let's start feeling warm. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good. We're going to do this one 2 more times. Yay. All right. When you're ready, set up again. Legs in tabletop or straighten your legs up. It's up to you. Good. Okay, when you're ready, shoulders off the floor, extend your arms, and here we go. Inhale, exhale. Good. At every 2 pulses, you change. Good. Focus. Excellent. That's it. Tabletop is totally fine. So please, if you feel like your hip flexors are burning, you need to move on to tabletop. Very good. Just a few more. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to your chest. Have a little rest. One more round. All right, last one. Here we go. When you're ready, sit up. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Good. Perfect. Very good, everybody. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Knees to your chest, hands on your knees, loosen up a little bit. Very good. All right. So obviously, our abs are quite involved on the next one, but it's totally different. You feel it mostly on your glutes. So start with your hips, with your feet hip width apart. Relax your arms on the side. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're going to go into some pelvic curls. So as you lift your hips up, it's really important that you try to keep one line from your shoulders to your hips and to your knees. Yeah. And then down, back down towards the floor slowly without resting on the mat. So we go back up and down and up and down. Keep your T's on nice and tight. The feeling is like, imagine you have an internal belt inside, behind the belly button, and you want to really consciously hold it tight. Yeah, that's the feeling that you have when you're engaging your core. So let's give it a go. So exhale up and inhale down, and then you can go at your own pace. Perfect. Excellent. If you feel like you want to go a bit faster, you can, as long as you don't lose control of the movement. Perfect. Remember, when you're lowering your hips, make sure you're not really resting on the floor. You're just lowering your hips down and then try to go back up again. Good. Excellent. Always trying to engage your glutes as much as possible. If we're just focusing on lifting the hips, we end up working the hamstrings more than the glutes. So really squeeze through the glutes as you go up. Perfect. That's it, everybody. Good. Exhale on the way up. Good. And 3, and 2, and 1. Let's stay up, everybody. Let's stay up. We're going to do tiny little pulses. Here we go. Pulse it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down slowly. Good. One vertebra at a time until your tailbone is down on the floor. Very good. How did that feel? Did you feel it? Yes. Please let me know if you don't, because I'll always give you different options. We're going to do the same. So we're going to do single time and then a few pulses, but there's an extra. Ooh, okay. Instead of starting with your feet hip width apart, we're going to move our feet just a bit wider apart. So imagine if you have a mat, imagine your heels are on the mat and the balls of your feet are outside of the mat. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah? All right. Now from here, we need to squeeze the outer glutes a little bit extra just to get up. So here we go. When you're ready, squeeze the shoulder blades together and breathe out. Lift, squeeze your glutes and down without resting on the floor. And down. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Keep going. Good, excellent. Keep going. Perfect. Let's do 3 more. Make sure you're really, really squeezing your glutes as you're holding it up. Good. And 2 more. And last one, we're gonna hold it up there, hold it, and do some pulses. 1, 2, 3, don't rush. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, well done, well done. Lower your hips slowly. You can bring your knees to your chest if you want a little stretch. Excellent, everybody. All right. Option 1 for the next one. So we bring the feet back into the initial position, hip width apart. Option one, we're going to keep the hips really close to the floor, but still enough space to at least have a paper under your hips and without touching it, just enough. If you want to go a little bit more advanced, you can lift your hips a bit higher up. And what we're doing is doing leg extension, trying to keep the hips as stable as possible. Yeah. So that's the challenge. If you want to make it a bit easier, lower your hips. I'm still not touching the floor, but it's just a little bit easier to control my hips. Yeah? Yes or yes? Yeah. All right, let's go. So go up into a glute bridge first. Excellent. And then extend your leg. How do we do this one? We breathe out as we extend. We breathe in as we bend the knee again. We can start. Good. Again, your hips can stay low or they can go a bit higher up. It's up to you. Remember, the most important thing is to keep your core engaged and to respect that balance of your hips. So it's very normal that once you lift one leg up, you lose balance. Very normal. That's why we have to balance into it. Good, very good, everybody. Take your time. Take your time. You can even lift just for a little second and then come back down. Excellent. Contracting the glutes is still happening, so you can go up and down if you want. Good. Emma, just try to go just a little bit slower. Yes. You can control the hips just a little bit more. Perfect. The left one. And just one more on each side. So right leg up and left leg up. And well done. Good. Feet together, hips down slowly. Loosen up your legs side to side. Just moving, loosening up. All right. Very good, everybody. Let's roll onto the side here. Can you still? Yeah, that's good. I'm still on the screen. So we're going to lengthen the bottom arm, and rest your head on it. We want as much as possible to keep our hips stacked on top of each other, okay? So don't let the top hip drop or go over, or don't let it drop down towards your waist. So stack your hips on top of each other. Good. And now from here, we're going to straighten the top leg. I don't want to kick my bottle. Perfect. And up and down. So lengthen through your toes, lift your leg up and lower your leg. It's so simple, but it's really hard if you try to control your core. Here, the problem with the hips is you don't want to wobble and move back and forth. Yeah, if you don't do that, we're totally fine. Let's just do raising the leg and lowering. Keep going. Good. Again, the most important thing here, I know you're thinking about the leg and the glutes. The most important thing is to really keep that stability in your core. So if possible, don't bring the second arm to the floor for balance. Yes. Excellent. Very good. All right. Hold it halfway. So we don't want to go too high up. We want to hold it halfway. Let's do some pulses. It's 30 pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 1, 2. It's just easier to count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your leg. Hold it there. Hold it there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knee. Bring that knee forward. Loosen up a little bit. Did you feel anything? Yeah. Yeah. No, that's correct. That's perfect. Good. All right. Let's try to do something else. So this time we're going to try to straighten both legs. As you straighten both legs, you can tell straight away that it's harder to keep your balance, yeah? So try to keep your balance as much as possible. This time, yes, try to bring one hand to the floor so you can support, otherwise you start rolling. And then try to lift both feet and both legs together off the floor. All right. If this is more than enough, keep your feet together, even if you're just taking the bottom foot off the floor. So we're going to go up 1, 2, tiny little movement, 3, 4, just a little one. Yes, 5, 6, excellent, everybody. 7, 8, 9, 10 to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees and rest. This is a good one because you get everything. Inner thighs, outer thighs, and a little bit of your obliques. Yeah? Are we all good? Yep. Excellent. Let's move on to the other side. Roll onto the other side. It's up to you if you just want to join. Now you know what you're doing. All right. So extend the bottom arm, rest your head, keep the bottom leg with the knee bent, and straighten the top one. And now from here, we're just lifting the leg up and lowering. Remember to keep your hips stacked on top of each other. Here we go, up and down. Good. If possible, not using the second arm to balance. Very good. Breathe out on the way up and in on the way down. I know for some exercises we feel like, oh, we don't really need to focus on the breathing. We always do, always do. Even when you're stretching, oxygen is important. Like your muscles need oxygen to stretch. Keep going. Good. Excellent. 2 more. And now let's hold it halfway and do 20 pulses. Here we go. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's 30, isn't it? Oh, no one said anything. 10 more, keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, just a few more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest your leg for a second. We're going to do both legs. I love how no one said anything. Let's just do 20. All right. Straighten both legs this time. Try to keep your toes touching. Squeeze those knees close together. Squeeze the knees in. And let's go. Just lift your feet off the floor, and that's fine. Here we go. Up, up. Breathe. This is 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Excellent. Bend your knees. Open up your chest. Just for a quick stretch. Very good. How's everybody feeling? Good. All right. Lay down on your back. Let's just do a couple of stretches. Knees up to your chest. Relax your arms on the side and both knees down to one side. Doesn't matter which side you want to do first, and then we'll swap. Excellent. Knees to the other side. Try to relax. Try to take long, deep breaths. Just talking about that before. We also need oxygen to stretch. So always long, deep breaths. Excellent. Bring your knees back to the center. When you feel ready, we can sit up. If you want to stay there for a little bit longer, that's fine too. Let's take a long deep breath in and out and in again. Well done, everybody. Well done, well done. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I love just seeing you on Fridays. I'm like, you're always excited because it's Friday, you know?
It's just a good day, isn't it? True. Well done, everybody. As we progress, I'll start adding exercises, yes, but I feel like let's ease into it and then we'll go into other things. Sound good? Yeah. Excellent. Emma, good?
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Have a great day. Now we're a bit like, oh, I have to get up. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Emma. Bye-bye.
Thank you.